Hello everybody, today I will tell you everything you need to know before buying a Gigabyte GTX Titan X Extreme Gaming Graphics Card. These are the main specs. Base core clock 1165 MHz with 1266 MHz boost. Memory 12 GB of GDDR5 with effective frequency of 7010 MHz made by SK Hynix. Memory bus 384-bit. CUDA cores 3072. Power phase design 6+2. For display connection it has 3 display ports 1.2, HDMI 2.0 and DVI-I. On top side there are 2 power connectors, one 8-pin and one 6-pin. This card is 287mm long, 133mm tall and takes up 2.5 slots. Inside the box you will find some extras: a reference blower style cooler with screws, thermal pads, thermal paste, cooler installation manual and CD with drivers. This card is protected by a nice looking black aluminum brushed backplate. At the front there is a black metal housing and 3 WindForce fans. Unfortunately, they do not stop spinning when GPU is idle or under light load. This feature is offered in majority of modern graphics cards, and I expect to see it in a card with a premium price tag like this one. I feel like Gigabyte shouldn't have included this graphics card in their extreme gaming lineup, which consists of awesome overclocking GPUs with great cooling system and custom-made PCBs. This one is a reference design PCB. This means less headroom for overclocking. Only special thing that Gigabyte provides is cherry-picked GPUs. This sample has a 77.5 ASIC quality, which is very high. FYI, Gigabyte didn't give us one of their awesome PCBs because Nvidia doesn't allow their partners to mess with Titan X hardware. Now let me tell you what I don't like about this card. When I tested it, I got an impression that this cooler was designed by a group of incompetent interns and no one checked their work before starting production. Just look at this nonsense. Here you can see how parts of housing and radiator are obstructing installation of regular SLI bridge. When I did a video demonstration of how 2 of these GPUs work in 4K gaming, I had to use a crappy long and bendy SLI bridge instead of a good one. Problem number 2. After you hook up power connectors, you will not be able to disconnect them without a tool, as they are not reversed and radiator is in the way. Problem number 3. They put thermal pads only on half of memory chips that are located on the back side of the PCB under the backplate, and thermal pads that were used are too thick, which caused backplate to deform. Problem number 4. You can't change the color of LEDs like on other extreme gaming cards. I absolutely love that RGB feature. Even worse, WindForce logo on the top of this card has this faint orange color. LEDs under fans glow white. It would be best not to include this feature at all. Thankfully, LEDs can be turned off in GeForce Experience. Overclocking is also not very good. Thanks to almost no extra power, you can't get a stable boost. Core clock is jumping all the time. Gigabyte cherry-picked GPU obviously can be overclocked further, but there just is no extra power to feed it. Reference design power delivery is too weak. On the bright side, cooling is pretty good. In my test, core was at 72 degrees with fans spinning at 31% capacity with a speed of 1450 RPM. System was running quiet. I manually increased fan speed and noise became noticeable after 45% fan speed. So who is this card for? It is for someone with unlimited budget who wants to buy at least 2 graphics cards and play games in 4K resolution. But if you want my recommendation, I would advise you to check out GTX 980 Ti Extreme Gaming Waterforce. Out of the box performance of that water-cooled beast matches the one that you will get out of this card when overclocked. And it costs less and has no design flaws. I hope that you enjoyed this review and will subscribe for more if you are here for the first time. Until next time, RG out.
Like a roaring ocean, slowing more. must confide. I know I said that it'd be fine. I know I made it look like it'd be alright, but I think I learned my lesson, and I'm not gonna let you out of my sight. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light, and it might taste bitter,